to up. Okay. How you can move your stop loss? Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, how you can actually move your stop loss so that because I've read that you can I remember you said you can move it to a point at which you do not have losses or profits. You end up at zero. So I need a practical example of how to do that.
Okay. Okay, that's a very beautiful one. So what we'll do is, do you have a demo account? You should anyways. I think you do. You have a demo account, right? Can you share your screen? Let's use your demo account. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, Sylvia, are you there? Okay. She's okay. I think she's having a network issue. All right. So she asked you a question, and I think everyone should benefit from this. Yeah, she's back. All right, good. So what I was saying,
yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, go ahead, please. I'm listening.
No. I'm saying I live near a loud bar, so I was relocating to another room in the house. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So I share my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay. Share screen. Okay. Please share screen.
Or better still, hold on. Let me give you guys a graphical representation of it. Then you share screen. I will do the practicals.
Okay.
Let me give you a graphical. All right. Okay. So this is how it works. I'm going to be sharing my whiteboard. All right, good. So this is it. You all can see my whiteboard, right?
Not yet.
Yes, coach.
All right, good. So you can see it, right? Everyone can see it then. So now this is it. So let's say I give you a signal like, oh guys, sell gold, which is X A U S D at. Let's say I say sell it at 9.
I don't see your screen. I just see your picture. I think because I'd already clicked on share my screen, so it's not showing you.
No. You switch. I think you switch the page of the Zoom. So you know the Zoom are in pages. The first page will show maybe my picture or something, and then the faces of other people. So you need to come to the main page where the main screen.
Okay, I'm there now. Yes.
All right, good. So let's say sell gold. I mean, this is a sell, right? So sell, which means we expect this market to go down. We expect the price to go down. Let's say I say sell gold at 1923. Now this becomes an entry. Okay, this becomes the entry point, right? Now this is where you sell from, and I say SL is at 1927. That's the SL. Okay. TP, which is the target. Sorry. Okay, TP. Okay, why is this keep happening? Okay, the TP. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry. Forgive my writing, just you know what I'm talking about, right? So TP is 1900. Hope you all understand this, right? I mean, every one of us have been seeing this sell gold at 1923, which means the current price is at 1923. And it is expected that this gold should go down. But in case it doesn't go down, meaning it's not going our way, it's not going down, it's rather going up, it's okay. But so long it doesn't get to 1927, because the moment it gets to 1927, I mean, against us, that means it's invalidated. The setup is invalidated. Meaning the setup has changed this movement, probably going up, no more down. At that point, it cuts us off with few losses. instead of continuing to go up, right? We know what stop loss is, so I don't need to explain, right? Now the TP, which is our target, TP means take profits. Okay, now that is where we are targeting. That is where we expect it to go. We expect this to go from 1923 to 1900. It means we expect it to go down. Good. Now, let's say the trade kicks off and it started, and luckily for us, from 1923 got to 1920. Now, you guys know, for gold, if you have 1923 and it goes to 1922, is it going down or up? Sylvia?
Oh.
From 1923, no, listen again, listen carefully. I said, if it goes from 1923 to 1922, is that going up or down?
It's going down.
Down, good. Now, if you do the deduction, that means like 1, isn't it? 23 to 22, that's like 1, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes,
good.
Yes.
But for gold, that one needs 10 pips. That's 10 pips. Okay? So from 23 to 22 becomes 10 pips. From 22 to 21, that's how many pips now?
20. 10. Another 10.
20 pips.
So
yeah, making 20 pips. Yeah, making 20 pips. You're right. You're correct. So when it gets to 1920 on the dot, how many pips would that be?
30.
Good, 30 pips. Now, for me, you see, I've realized after my, at least I'll say, my experience in trading, and first thing first, I like all of us to know this. I've always been saying this, right? The market is not your friend. As a matter of fact, the market doesn't like you. Do you get my point, right, guys? The market is not a friend. The market is actually the enemy zone. And I'll tell you why I said that. Now, the Forex market, I'm sorry I'm digressing a little bit. I just wanted to understand this, the whole thing behind this, all why you should be protective of your account, okay? Why you should be very, very protective, okay? Now, the market is actually not meant for people like us. The market is a $7.1 trillion daily market. As a matter of fact, it's over $7.1 trillion. You can imagine that. Now, imagine if 7.1 trillion is being traded every day, and this market is actually played by, the players in the market are big institutions. The minimum they play with is over 100 million USD. 150, 200, 300, 500 billions of USD. Now, these guys, they benefit from this market without a huge sum of money. Now, tell me, how do you think they'll feel? Knowing the fact that the world is built by capitalists. Capitalists, like, when you have these guys that they control the world with their wealth. Now, they don't want to have more numbers to it. They just want to be the same old person, the same old people. So having more people to the carcass is actually a big issue, right? So for them, now, how would you feel if you're like those guys and you see people coming in with 100 USD, 200 USD, 1,000 USD, 5,000 USD, and in their presence, they see these same people grow that sum of money into $100,000. They see them grow into $1 million. Today, as I speak with you, even if I'm not talking, worldwide, we have a lot of forex traders who are already in billions of naira. Billions of dollars. Forgive me. Yeah, these guys are already managing portfolio as big as billions or hundreds of millions. There's a Nigerian guy here. This guy is based in Dubai now. He moved to Dubai. This guy handles $100 million portfolio. A young guy, he's not even married yet. Now, you guys know what $100 million means. This guy started from nowhere. These are retail. We are all called retail traders. So the market doesn't belong to us. The market is moved by those big funds, by those guys, the institutions. So whenever you're in the market, you need to be careful because your fund may not be able to withstand the wave of the market. So when you're there, you move in their direction, number one. When you see some good profits based on the percentage you set out for yourself at the end for the day, you save your capital. So there was a day, maybe you missed that training, Sylvia, where I thought 3 things that you do to your account. The 3 things when it comes to risk management. There are 3 ways of securing your account. So the first thing is what? For those who were there, I don't know, is anyone here, can anyone remember what I said about the first thing you do? Anybody?
Is securing your capital?
Good. Thank you. Protect your capital. That's the first priority. Whatever it is you're having as your fund, as a capital, it is the priority. That's your first mission. See, the mission in the forex market, the first mission is not to make profit. The first mission is to protect your capital. Now, remember, that is not to say you should be scared of trading. I mean, you shouldn't go into the market because you're protected. No. It means when you go into the market, if your stop loss is 1927, and you've already decided that you're only using 2% or 3% of the account, you're risking only 1% or 3% or 2% or 5% maximum of your account, make sure it remains that same percentage. Don't increase the percentage you want to risk, number one. Number two, when you're not risking this percentage, as soon as you see that the market is going your way, which is what I'm about to explain right now, based on what you ask as a question, as soon as you see that the market is going your way, you give yourself a security, you place on the first set of, the first security to your capital, which is what we call break even, BE. Now, so that comes to your question now. What is BE? For me, I recommend the moment the profit, because if 1923 moves to 1922, you said it's 10 pips, right? We all agree it's 10 pips. When it moves to 1921, that's 20 pips. When it moves to 1920, meaning it's going our way now, that's 30 pips. The moment your profit gets to 1921, 1920, which means 20 to 30 pips. Okay, I need that person to be mute for a while. And I need to have a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna assign someone. I also want to be my co-host so you can take care of the noise and all that. Who would that be? Any volunteer? Anybody? Okay, no one? All right. All right. Back to what I was saying. Okay, so okay, so no, please, I only need someone to be a co-host. So when there's a noise or something, the person can control as well while I'm presenting. All right, so as I was saying, the moment you have it at 30 pips, the first thing you should do is to move your stop loss. Now, how do we mean when we say move your stop loss? Now, guys, remember this is your stop loss. Remember this is your stop loss, right? Let me use another color. This is your stop loss, right? Sylvia, are you there? This
yes,
is your stop loss,
I am.
isn't it?
Yes,
Good.
I am.
Now, this was your entry. Let me say this is your entry. Let me use black for that. Your entry. Okay. Now, the moment the market price moved from 1923 to 1920, which means it's going your way because your prediction was it's going to sell, it's going to go down. So the moment you get to 1920, you need to quickly protect your capital by changing your stop loss from 1927, you change it to 1923. So what do you do? How do you do that? Which means your stop loss now is going to become your entry, which means your stop loss will be equal to your entry. Do you understand that? Change it by going to modify, which will show you, of course, we'll go and we'll do that practically, right? But for now, I mean, so you change the stop loss from 1927, you move it down to 1923, which is the same as your entry. So what does that mean? So that means in case the market, the big guys try to manipulate the market, in case they try to, take all the money in the market, and then the market just reverses on you immediately. It reverses like you didn't even know, you're not even aware within seconds. I have a video I was watching. These guys were into positions, buy positions, and it was going well. They were happy. It went so high. They were so happy. Just within the second, it was about checking how much profit he has made from trading view, checking his profit. He saw red. Then he was surprised. He was like, just now, I just saw not knowing that within seconds, the market reversed on them. Now, in case this happens, so your capital can be saved. If the market reverses, it's only going to get to this point and cut off your trade, which means you have broken even, which means you're neither making profit nor making any loss. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Good.
I do understand.
Now, that's the first. Good. That's the first step. Now, the second step, what did I call this? That's the second step. The last time we were having a seminar on the session on risk management. What's the second step? After protecting your capital.
Secure your profit.
Wow, awesome. I mean, you really remember all of this. This is good. It means you're following, right? So the next thing now is securing your capital, the first step. The second step is securing your profits. So what does that mean? Now, the moment you see that from 1923, it moved to 1920, 30 pips, or you can even start securing your capital from 1921, which is 20 pips, right? But the moment it moves to that, you already secure your capital. The next thing is when you see it moving down, further, like from 1923 now, it got to 1920. Now from 1920, that's going to 1919. I mean, the price of the market has moved down from 1923 to 1919, 1920. Now 1919 will make it 40 pips, isn't it? Anything from 40 pips, you now change your stop loss again. See, your stop loss is here, right? Remember, it was the same as your entry to secure your capital. Now you now move it at least 10 pips into profit, which means you can now make it 1922. Do you see that? Now, what does that mean? That means your stop loss is now 1920, which means in case the market reverses, now it's going to close you with some profit, which 10 pips profit, and your capital being is secured. So in that trade, you have rest of mind. Even if you're not there, whatever happens, you're not going to go out in loss, neither are you going to go out without profit. So that is what we call BE plus, break even plus. Which means broke even by securing. Can you please mute? You broke even by securing your capital, and you add the plus to the broke even by securing some profit. So secure your capital. Second is what? Secure your profit. Now, what if it moves downwards again from 1919 to 1918? That means 50 pips. You go back again, change your stop loss. You can add more 10 pips to it, make it from 1922, make it 1921. That's how you trail your profit. Now, in case it reverses, all right, good, Doris. Okay, good. I'm going to make you a co-host, okay? So in case it reverses, you're not what? You're going to what? Close with 20 pips profit, not just closing. So you're not going to be just breaking even anymore. You're already breaking even and going with some profit. Now, for me, I always advise the moment your profit is in 50 pips, guys, listen to this very carefully. Okay? I mean, carefully. So the moment you see your profit going to 50 pips. Now, guys, what is 50 pips again? What is 50 pips again? Like when you have 1923 and you now see the market is now at 1918. 1918, which means 5. That's like 5. That's 1918 minus 1923. That's 5, isn't it? Which means 50 pips. Multiply by 10, that's 50 pips. The moment you have 50 pips in profit, you have 50 pips in profit, sorry. Now, you need to take partial profit. What is taking partial profit? So that means if your lot size, for example, let's say your lot size was 0.2. Okay? The moment it gets to 50 pips, you go to your modification and change this to 0.1. Close half of it. Okay, I think I need to make those. Sorry, guys, let me quickly do it. Oh my God. So, that is where you are. Where are you? Okay, that is us. All right. Start with the people going to party. You're now a co-host. Can you meet them, please? Thank you. All right, guys. So the moment you have 50 pips, okay, in profit, you take half of your profit. Okay, I'll show you everything I'm saying in theory. I'll show you in practical, okay? So you take half of your profit. Okay, so you change your 0.2 if you are using 0.2. The only people that cannot take half profit are those who are using 0.01. But if you are using from 0.02, 0.03, 0.04 and above, then you can take half of your profit, okay? Or even sometimes I take 70%, okay? So which means, for example, if I have 0.2, if I have 0.2, okay, if I have 0.2, I can take 0.15 and leave 0.05. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, that's your discretion. But make sure you take some profit at that level. So when you take those profits, you now move your stop loss downwards again. Now that becomes maximizing your profit, which is the third one, which is BE++. Now, the moment you know how to do this, let me tell you what happens. It helps you to actually trade and get to the last TP if it will get there. And if it doesn't get there, you won't be at loss. It will close you with some profits and secure your capital as well. Okay? So now let's go to what's it called? The MT4 or MT5 and see how it's done. So this is where you share your screen now, Sylvia, since you're the one that asked the question. You can share your screen.
Okay. Please. Okay.
So you go to your demo. Yeah, oh, Princess. Yeah, I'll take your question after this. Yeah. Guys, you should be asking all your questions right now. I mean, a lot of you always have questions, so this is the right time for you to ask these questions, okay? Your gold was golden today.
No. This is not today. This is yesterday. Yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're welcome, Princess. Okay, so you go, okay, this is it. All right, so what you do now is, okay, guys, you see how it's done? For example, we're using the same parameters which I said before. So I said sell gold. What is the current price of gold? Can you go to your quote? Go to the quote. Okay, gold is 1917.08. Oh, wow. I'm in deep profit. All right. Okay, now, so what you do is, so let's say sell gold at this present price, at the price it is right now. Okay, sell it.
At the price it is right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we're just going to be assuming because, I mean, this may not play to our example, so you get what I mean? Okay, okay, Rudy, don't worry, I'm going to be sending the recording. I will send it to the group. Don't worry, I will send it to the group. As soon as we're done, you see it to the group, okay? All right. So what you do now is, of course, you know how to do it. You click on new order. Yes, you're welcome, Rudy. Click on new order. Now, this is what I'm going to be showing you now. So guys, I want you to pay attention. So let's say your lot size, let's start from the lot size, okay? The lot size is 0.05, for example. Okay? Now, and I ask you to sell gold at this price. Don't sell. I mean, we're just going to be using this as an example, okay? So I ask you to sell gold at this price, 1917.28, okay? Your stop loss will be 19, let's say 20. So just type in 1920 good. Good. Now, and your TP will be 1900. All these parameters are already spelled out. We always put it in it comes along with the signals, even when you use Monera. Now, assuming, just look at it. I want you to visualize, everyone should visualize this. I mean, we don't have to take this trade. Okay. Now, okay, just picture it. This trade from 1917, which is your entry point, it has gone down to, say, 1914. That means 30 pips, right? Isn't it? Now, the moment you see it get to 1914, good. The moment you see it get to 1914, now, of course, normally this order will be running. So what you do is you tap on the order, you tap and hold, you see options, modification, close, new order and all that. Just go to modification. When you tap on it, when you tap on the modification, it brings you back here. So when you get here, so what do you do now? Assuming the current price you're seeing there now is no more 1917, it's now 1914. What do you do here? So the first thing is you change your stop loss, remember, was 1920, your entry was 1917, the TP is 1900. So what you just do is you change the 1920 now. Now clean the 1920. Just clear it off. Clear the 1920 and make it 1917. which is your entry. So that's how to secure your capital. So now, what this means, you will now click on, you click on modify. So, I mean, when you click on modify, it will change your stop loss automatically to your entry point. So which means your entry point, which is the point at which you enter the market, which is the point at which you start activating your order. So the entry point is now the same as your stop loss. Now, what that means is, or what that's going to do to your account is, in case there's a reversal in the market or whatever it is that could have taken you out or put you in red, which is drawdown, which we don't want, right? Instead of doing that, it will take you out of the trade. So you'll be going out without profit, neither will you be going out with loss. At least your account is still the same. That's protection of your capital. Yeah, I mean, if I can't take the profit, make my capital come back to me, in one piece, isn't it? That's the meaning of breaking it. Okay. Now, if that price now go further down, which is from 1914, it now went to, let's say it went to like 1913. That means that's gone down by 40 pips. Now, 40 pips is a lot. So what do you do when it's gone down to 40 pips? You come back to your stop loss. You change it from 1917. You can change it to 1916 or 1915. Or sometimes it's good to give it room in case, at least you want to still want to be in the trade. Okay? So you can give it 1916. So you change that now. Change it from 1917 to 1916. Do that. And you just delete the 7 and change it to 6. That's it. Yeah. Now, you know what this means? This means, first of all, you have secured your capital. Your stop loss has gone down below your entry. Second of all, now, you are now securing your profit as well. So by putting in 1916, it means there's nothing, no Jupiter, no matter what happened in the market, worst case scenario, you'll be closed, your order will be closed with at least 10 pips profits. Okay. What's 10 pips profits? At least using 0.05, 10 pips will give you, I think that's 5 USD. So which means your capital is safe and you'll be going out with about 5 USD, isn't it? Oh, that's the day. So the next thing now is, let's say the market now still go further down from 1913 to 1912. Now, if you look at that, 1912 minus 1917, that's 5, right? Which means 50 pips. Now the market has gone 50 pips. So what do you do again? Remember, you go to your stop loss, change it from the 1916, you can move it further down to like 1915. Change the stop loss 1915. Now, what you have done here, you have secured your capital. You have secured 20 pips profit, which means if this trade closes on you right now, you should be having $10 at least. Then lastly, you now adding another deeper level of security, which is maximizing your profit. So how do you do that? Now, because it has gone 50 pips, so you now have to take some profit. Now, I mean, you want to take half of your profit, okay? So taking half of your profit means, right now, the market is at 1912. That is 50 pips. 50 pips multiplied by 0.05, that is 25, am I right? That is 25 USD. Yes, that is it. That is 25 USD. Now, you want to take some part of the 25 USD, which is your main profit, right? You want to secure. Now, you have secured your capital by moving your stop loss to the entry the first time. You've secured some profit, which is your profit, by what? By putting, moving your stop loss again into 10 pips profit, then 20 pips profit. Now, you are now maximizing the profit by taking some out of the market. At least this is guaranteed in my account already. So how do you do that? The moment you move your stop loss to 1915, which is securing 20 pips, then you change the 0.05. Okay, sorry. The moment you modify, you change the stop loss to 1915, securing your 20 pips. You click modify, it gets modified. The stop loss is secured. Everything is secured. 20 pips is secured, right? Then you now go again and click on the order, tap on it, tap and hold. Then those options will pop out again. You now click on close. You tap on close. When you tap on close, now this kind of box will come out again, asking you, do you want to close with this $25 profit? At the bottom, it will be asking you. closing with $25 profit. You will now go up here. Now go to the lot size where you have your 0.05. So you can change that to 0.03. You know, so when you say 0.03, the profit of $25 will change automatically, which means you are taking 0.03 out of what? Out of the 0.05. You get that? So that means you'll be having like $15 at the bottom there, taking $15 out of your profit. So when you close, it will only take 0.03, which is $15 out of $25, and the profit will be left with $10. Your lot size will be left with 0.02. At that point, you are free from the market. Even when you are in the trade, you are not bothered. Whatever happens, you are not losing. Why? Because number one, you've secured $15. Number two, you've also secured 20 pips from this 0.02, which is $10. Or, I mean, sorry, 20 pips from 0.02 will be $4 extra. In case the market returns, I mean, whatever happens, you'll be having at least $19 out of this market secured. Now, if you want to go to TP2, TP3, this is how you remove your stop loss, till you get to maximization of the profit. I hope you get this right. Is it clear to you now?
Yes, it is. Makes sense now.
Is it clear? Is it clear to you?
Yes, it is.
It's clear,
All right,
coach.
good. All right, good. Thank you, guys. All right. So the next question. Answer the question, right? I think who's the next person? Or Sylvia, do you still have any other question apart from that? We have Princess. Princess?
That is it.
All right, okay. Princess, you can ask your question now. Oh, it's clear. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you said you have a question, right?
The question I wanted to ask, you answered it already. There is no need.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome.
Right.
So, who else? Any question at all, guys? This is your time. I want you to ask lots of questions. I mean, whatever it is you have or clarification, anything on Manara. I mean, you see the question that was just asked by Sylvia, the one I just finished explaining. It is important that every one of you understand how to do this because it helps you to put your minds at peace. Feel at ease. I mean, when you're in a trade, at least you can always get out of a trade with profit. So two things. Either you take
I'm a beginner, I'm just a starter, and I'm finding it difficult to set up my Manara.
All right, so we're gonna start. Okay, so really, okay, let's do it this way. Since you are here, share your screen and let's see how difficult this can be. And let's do it together. I mean, if you had asked me that you do not set your Manara, I would have asked you to go watch your videos. But since you said you find it difficult, which means you've been trying, just that you don't know how to, and you're still having it difficult, right? So share your screen. Let's do it together. Is that okay by you?
No, I have not set it up. I tried setting it up, but no way, no way.
Yeah, that's why we're here. I mean, we'll do it together now. Let's set it up together. When you share your screen, I just direct you on how to do it. Is that okay by you?
Okay.
All right. So now, you know how to share your screen? Do you know how to share the screen? Yeah, she sounds like someone. Have you seen the video? Have you watched the video at all? On how to set up?
A bit.
Oh, you did a bit. I mean, you should do it all. That's why, if you don't watch the whole thing, you can't get how to do it. I mean, that's why it's difficult, actually. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. So what you do, you watch it and then you follow step by step. It's actually simple. You watch what is done there. It's on YouTube, right? So you watch it on YouTube,
Yes.
You pause, you do the same thing. You watch again, you pause, you do the same thing. I tell you, you get it right. I'll make sure you give me a feedback, okay? In case you are. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Guys, you need to ask a question. Me, come on, this is your time. Your time to ask questions. Because you see, this is how I think. This is how I see things, my own paradigm, so to speak. Now, when there is a way out, whatever it is, anything at all, and there's a way out, okay, for you to succeed, and it's something that is doable, and it's something that can be done by anyone, and I don't see that happening, it means there's a problem. Now, if there's a problem or challenge, it means there's an area which either you don't understand or you find it difficult to put it into practice. And if there's anything like that, this is the time to tell us. Tell me, I'm here. I can tell you there's nothing that I don't know about Manara. Just ask me, because I'm supposed to see every one of you. Because sometimes some people come to my DM and like, oh, coach, everybody's making wins. I don't know why I'm always losing and all that. There's something wrong. So if you are here and you have this kind of experience or whatever it is, just tell me. Because see, you guys are delaying. There's a lot of goodies in the economy. There's a lot of goodies, like I said in the group. By now, let's assuming all of you have mastered Manara, and now could have been teaching you, because I have intention of teaching you basic. Because when you have this basic knowledge, it helps you when you are taking out these trades as well. So at least basic knowledge in price action, in forex. Those videos are actually at your back office, but maybe when we take it, when I take it, there's a way I'll take it, at least you will enjoy, maybe at least understand these basic things like support and resistance, trend lines, week out, week up, week down. Because if you understand this one, it will help you in taking trades, especially eminence Arabic trade ideas. Then the US 30, see, there's, in fact, let me tell you, the US 30 is actually a guaranteed, a sure banker trade that you can make money every day. But the only condition is, number one, at least your account must be minimum of 600 USD and above. Number two, there's a kind of, for you to really make money in that session, now your broker, so that's why I recommend Exness for a lot of people. For me, I recommend Exness any day, anytime. So if you have, first of all, you have a $600 and above, then the broker you use for that kind of trade. Sorry, I said the broker. The type of account you use for that kind of trade would be pro, not standard. Would be pro. Now, pro doesn't have any spread at all, but the condition is you must have at least, I think, $1,000. No, with Exness, I think $500. You can still use a pro. But a particular one, so with that, you'll be able to take that trade, but you cannot if you don't know the basic support and resistance, because how he takes his own trade is you guys will be together, and it's the most secure way of taking trade. And imagine you and your coach being together, you are seeing the screen, everybody is looking at the screen, and he's telling you that, guys, so we're going to take the sell. If this breaks out and it wick down, see that now? He's going to tell everyone the same thing. If you see this breaking out and it wick down, we're going to sell. And the moment he does that, he tells you guys, I'm selling. As soon as I said I'm selling, clicks is selling 5 pips. Now this is how to trade it. You don't use 3% in this. When you are trading US 30, you don't use 1 to 3%. You actually over leverage. See, you have to over leverage. It's allowed for you to over leverage, but you have to be very careful. You have to be fast in executing. So meaning you may be using like 10% of your account. You know why? Because it trades in 5 pips, 10 pips. So this is how it does it. For example, tell you, okay, guys, ready? As soon as you get to this line and it's wick down, now, first of all, you have to know what wick down is. If you don't know, you'll be lost. You'll be like, what's going on? You just see him say, guys, I'm selling, and you see him click and sell. And the moment you sell, you start telling you things like 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips, 5 pips, I'm closing. It closes, and then you see $300. 5 pips. They trade 5 pips, 10 pips. Something that has to be fast. It trades on 1 minute, and he's sure that you make money every day with him. So long you know how to execute faster, you know what a week down, week up is, So he always advised that before you start trading with him, go to his back office and check the videos and where he explains the strategy. So when you understand the strategy, you must make money with him every day. This guy is so good. This guy, him, and then the other one, the NAS 100 guy, that's Nigel, he's an American guy. That's on Pluto, one of our other products to Pluto. This guy, that's why we check the results. I don't know if some of you that probably go to the Facebook group where they post results every week. All the results for these guys are always 100%. As a worst case scenario, maybe 92%, 84%. See that there's a lot of things that you guys have not even seen. I mean, whatever it is you think you're seeing now is just like a scratch of whatever, what is possible. So that's why we have to be fast. That's why you have to ask questions. That's why you have to be very fast. Remember, everything is timing. Okay? So please ask questions. I'm here. I'm ready to answer. And because
But I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
What are the best possible trades to take from Manara? Like when Manara sends a lot of trades, what are the best possible trades to take?
Okay. So first of all, for me, I always let me okay, I'll share my screen. I always tell you guys that see, every trade. Okay, if you're asking this, I think the thing is you need to take only trades, only pairs. Talk about pairs that are very major. You get what I'm saying? Major pairs. Okay, if you look at these are the alerts I got today. Everything you see here, you don't see me taking some strange pairs. I don't take strange pairs like sometimes HKN, DDK, DKK, SGD. You get. Look at my watch list. I take Forex Major and I add these other ones. I added these other ones. That's all I take. Now, I'm not saying these other ones are not working out, but then the thing is, the world is controlled by these currencies. All these currencies you see me trade, they are the strongest currency in the world. I mean the economy in the world, right? So the first thing is you want to select the pairs or the currency pairs that are very, very strong and controversial. That is one. The moment you have that, the next thing to make your trade, what's it called? To make your setups to be like a near perfect quality. Okay, I mean, I won't say because there's not like perfect. I mean, there will always be losses, but at the end of the day, what you want to check is aggregate. That's exactly what it is in business generally in the world. Anything you're doing in the world, you want to make sure that your profit is better than your losses. There will be losses. There's no way you can avoid it, except you're not doing anything. Not doing anything is even a loss, a bigger loss, anyways. Now, so based on your question, your pairs you choose and the pattern. Look at it. You won't see another pattern apart from bat and butterfly. Do you know why? Because for me, bat and butterfly, one is 85%, which is bat. The other one is 3%, which is butterfly. I don't take anything outside these two. That is why in a day, you can see some people having alerts from Manara like 20, 10, 50. I don't get that. Mine few. That's it. Okay, look at today is 24th, right? This is 24th, right? If you look at it, let's count how many pairs that I got. Okay. I got one XAUSD. So now, I told you guys, the moment you see a pair come to you, when you take that trade, when the pair comes again, the same setup, it happens. It repeats itself because Manara can get you the same trade idea in different time frames. Now, you see that the what's it called will be different. The entries will be different. So you don't have to take it again if you're already in it. Okay? You're already taking the 1 hour, so you don't have to take the H4, 4 hour. So not that you'll be having two type of setup, no, on the same pair. Then I have checked JPY making 2, I have GBP making 3, I have UHF making 4, JPY making 5. What time is it? 1:04. This is 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. SGD USD also 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's 1 p.m. 1 after 1, which is 6. And I think that is all. The rest are the same. JPY, I won't take it. It just came in now. The reason I won't take it is because it came in earlier on. I don't trade anything from 4 downward, except I'm in a trade that is still running. But taking a new trade around that time, that's not my style. But at least if you see in total, I've received like 7 trade ideas today. But there are days just 3, 4, 5, because I only choose quality, right? That's all. Now, talking about how to choose the best pair, I've told you before, all you need to do is trust Manara. You know why? Because, you see, you can't know the best. The only way is choose the right pairs. Any currency pair that I recommend for you to take are good pairs, okay? And also, the pattern, which is the strategy, bat and butterfly, they are the best of all the patterns, okay? Now, the time frame, I've told you about the time frame. That's another thing again, because I know where your question is driving at is you want to be sure that maybe like sometimes maybe you have 4 trades in the 5 trades. You now choose this trade, and unfortunately, the one you choose is the one that will go to loss. The rest will not go to win, isn't it? Now you'll be like, next time, let me choose this other one. Then that's where that one will go to loss. I'm like, it's like the market is targeting me, you know? Now, this is what you do. Like I told you, the moment you are in the trade, especially M30, any M30 trade, M15, other small time frames, even H1 sometimes, when you take your profits, when you see early profit and the profit is good enough, take them. Be in blue is better, no matter how small. I mean, if you are in blue all through the day, like you see some accounts, I think CVS account also, sometimes you see $2, $3, $4. At the end of the aggregate, I mean, when you put everything together, summation, sorry, you'll be seeing like $20, $30, $40, you know? I mean, something like that. And I think a lot of people do that these days. That's why I check your, because when you guys send results to the group, I don't just check the wins. I want to see how you win, because that is more important to me than your winning. You get my point. So, Doris, the best way, okay, is just trust Manara. Whatever trade idea you see from Manara, now these are the criteria. These are the things you have to check first of all. Number one, guys, every one of you should do this. Have a target for yourself every day, but make sure you're not too. I mean, don't make it outrageous, okay? I mean, let's say between 5 to 10%. But some days you can have 20%, but don't let that be your target. 5 to 10% is good for your target, to move your account by 5 to 10% maximum. But then there are days where you get more than that. Like today, okay, there was a sell for gold, and after the news, it went way down. So probably if your target was 10%, and you probably in that trade, you would have gotten like maybe 30%. I mean, your account would have moved by 30%. No apology to anybody. Take all your money, it is yours. Okay? The fact that you have 10% doesn't mean you should not take the profit, because it's right in front of you. Right. Okay. Now, and then after that, it went way up again after the second news. I mean, that's another profit. So you get the point, and you take that. But make sure that your own target is 5 to 10%. So why do you need that? So when you're in the first trade, and you see like, okay, let's say I have $1, I have 1,000. Let me use $100 accounts. I mean, that's easy. I mean, most people will have that. So let's say I have $100 account. Now 5% will be $5, 10% will be $10. Now, if I'm in the first trade and I realize like $5, that's 50% of my target in the day if I'm going for 10%. And the moment I'm in that trade, 2 things I do: either I close and take the profit, or I use the strategy which we started with by shifting your stop loss and securing your capital, securing your profit, and then maximize. Does this answer your question in any way?
Yes, coach. So another question I want to ask is,
wait, that your yes was not emphatic and it doesn't sound with energy. I mean, it means you're not still sure. Are you
I'm
sure?
sure. Yes, I'm sure.
Now I get it.
So another question I want to ask now is, all these trades that came today, aside from USD chair fund, did you take all of them?
Yeah. So for me, like I told you, when I meet my target, I stop trading. Okay. So for me, gold always give me my target most times. But then I took the USD JPY, I took the Euro Chef, I took the rest of them. I don't have to take them. Why should I even want to be in the market? Like I told you, the market is not is an enemy zone, right? I like to be happy. I like to see the profit I make today and be happy every day that, hey, thank God I'm progressing. Do you get the point? So I didn't take all of them. I don't have to. You don't have to take all of them. I mean, all of you don't have to take all of them the moment you have met your target. Except, of course, you've not met your target. Do you get my point, right? So let's do it this way. Let me make it clear for you. Let's just make it clear this way. Okay. Let's look at the first trade idea that came today. And you guys will see why I said it's good to secure your profit and your capital. I mean, Manara can give you like 100% wins every day. But that doesn't mean you are riding the trades to the end. If you do that, you may make money and then lose it again. Okay. Remember, we're after the profits. Nobody, let's say you make $1 million from your Forex now. Nobody will say, okay, can I see your account balance? And they see $1 million, and in that $1 million, they are looking for T1 and TV2. Nobody cares about that. All they want to care is, what they care about is, did you make money from your Forex? They will ask, how many TP did you clear? Now, nobody cares about those ones. So even if you don't get the TP1, so long you meet your target, you stop. Now look at the first trade that came today. Now, and this trade is still on. It's still on. Okay, in good shape, still on. Because it went up and down, but luckily the stop loss is far away, so it didn't hit the stop loss, it was on. Now it started with a good profit. Okay, look at it. If you look at this trade now, let's measure it. Now, let's say I have a $1,000 account and my target is actually 10% in the day. So long I eat $100, anything $100 and above, it's good for me, right? So now look at it. Now, for me to have a $1,000 account, let's do this. I want to do a practical thing, okay? Now, let's say I'm having a $1,000 account now, guys. So how much lots will I use? That's my lot size will be what? That'll be based on my stop loss in pips. Now, if you look at these pips, it's huge, right? 77 pips. Now, what do I do? First of all, I'll go to Forex calculator. Guys, if you are new, don't worry. This is recorded. All you need to do is have the video in your archive. Then you now go to the first set of videos that I've done before in the past on all of these things. You understand that you now check this out. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm not sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So it's saying error call. Let me see. Why is it saying that? That's absurd. That's the first time. All right, good. So guys, I have a $1,000 account, for example. Okay. And I'm trading XAUSD, and my target at the end of my target is at least if I can make 10% of my account, whatever I have in my account, I'll be good for the day. Okay, which is a flexible target. Now, I want to invest 3% of my account in this trade, on this trade. Why? Because for me, I think 3% is $30. So that will not affect me. In case I lose it, I won't feel that bad out of $20. As a matter of fact, I can say 5%. I will say, okay, if I lose $50 in the market, it won't be, I won't die. I mean, this is personal. So you're like, what can I afford to lose? That's what you should have in your mind, okay? At the back of your mind, what can I afford to lose? Always go into any trade you are entering, don't enter the trade based on how much can I make. Go in with the mindset of how much can I afford to lose, so you don't feel bad, okay? Now, so let's say I'm doing 3%, and then stop loss is 77 pips. Remember, if it is gold, you have to add 0, making 770. So because gold they are in points, not pips. So, and 1 pip means 10 points with gold. When you say 77 pips, it means 770 points. Now look at it. Remember, my risk amount now is $30. What I'm saying necessarily is, no matter what happens with this trade, even if it's not going my way, don't take more than $30 from my account. So I want to know what the lot size I should be using. Now, according to the Forex calculator, I will go for standard, the standard lot that you check. So whatever you see on the standard lot is what you use. So standard lot is saying I can only use 0.04 approximately. What you see there is 0.039. That's 0.04 mathematically approximately, isn't it? Now, so I can only use 0.04. Now, guys, look at what happens. So I have 0.04. I'm in this trade. Now, what happens to this trade? This trade came to entry. Now you have to be ready, right? This is what you have to do. I'm patient. Let's go back and check it out. Actually, I'm not patient, so let me confess. Maybe my man won't cooperate on the network. All right. Okay, this was the first one, like I said before. So we now know that it's 77 pips, and I know that I can only use 0.04 on this trade. Okay, let's see this trade idea, and my target is 10%. At least if I have 10% of my account. Okay, 10% of my account. I can have 10% of my account in a day. I'll be good, right? Now, Doris, look at what I'm doing now. So this trade started from the entry point from here, because the moment it says sell gold, it means from this side down. It came as deep as this. Sorry. Now, if you look at this, how many pips is this, guys? Came to 106 pips. 106 pips. I mean, it's not even at the entry yet. It's not even at the what's it called? It didn't get to the TP1 yet. But this is 106 pips. So what does this mean? 106 pips now with my 0.04. I hope you guys are getting me now. This is how you calculate. This is how you translate your pips into money. So if you have 106 pips, Okay. First thing is what you multiply it by 10. Whatever pips you have, if you are converting, you convert it back to points by 10. That makes 1,060 points. That point now is what you multiply by your lot size, 0.04. I have $42, which means I would have made $42 from this trade. That is so far. I mean, without even getting to TP, this trade idea would have given me $42, right? Now, being the kind of person that I am, okay, I'm impatient actually. I don't like staying too long in the market. That is me. I mean, I don't care about TP1, TP2. Some of you will know that sometimes when I sell signal to you, I'll just tell you guys, you guys start taking your profits. I mean, I don't want to discourage those who want to stay there. But my own is, I like to just spend shorter time in the market, make my profit early, and do other things. You know, so I don't have to stick to the chart and looking at it. Some of us are already so used to the charts. We so enjoy it like you're watching a seasonal movie. I mean, watching it up and down, dipping, moving along with your heartbeats. I don't want to do all of that. You know? Now, $42.40, let's say this is what I have so far. Now, I don't know when this will reverse, okay? But because I'm using the formula I gave to you guys now. So if like someone like me, I would have at least 106 pips is too long for me that I would have made a lot of money from this. 42 pips is what I have. Oh, sorry, $42 now. Now remember, what is the 10% of 1,000? Is $100. Now, if my first trade could give me $42, that is what I do. So what I'll do here, the truth is this, I won't know when this trade will reverse or go. What I would have done is I would have moved my stop loss way down at least to cover minimum $30. So let's say I take $30 from this trade. Because when it starts reversing, it takes me out with $30. I'll be good. Do you know why I'll be good? Because I know there are other trades coming. Doris, I hope you are getting my point now. Right?
Yes.
Now, I know that there are other trades coming. You don't need to wait. So let's say the next trade that came after that was ChatJPY. Now, these trades, when they came, they will move into profit. Then maybe later on, sometimes, just slam out of it. Isn't it? Now, look at ChatJPY was sent, the second trade I did today. And it started from the entry point. And then luckily, this is TP1, TP2. TP1, TP2. Imagine TP1 is 49 pips already. And TP2. And you know, by using that my method, meaning you will achieve all of them. Do you know why? The method that I taught you guys from the beginning, moving your stop loss, taking profit and all that. So this is 73 pips. Now look at it. Remember now, guys, remember how I calculate. So before you go into the trade, what do you do? Who can remind me? What do you do? Again, what do you do? Before you even enter the trade, what do you do? Calculate your stop loss in pips. So you will know how much you will stake. Remember, your goal is to stake $30 on every trade. Okay. Now this one is 25 pips. 25 pips. So 25 pips. So let's go to our Forex calculator to know how much lot size I'm going to be using on this. Now remember, my money is now what? 1,030. I'm still using my 3%, and this time around is 25 pips. Now, because this is currency, not gold, I don't need to add 0 to it. So you see, it's still now my 3% is now $30.90. And remember, I'm using standard lot, right? Standard lot is where you copy your lot size. What do you have there? Now with this, I can do 1.236 lots, which means approximately 1.24, right? Now I can split it if I want. I can split it to different places. Like I can do 0.0, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 in multiple places, so long it doesn't exceed 1.2. Hope you understand what I mean, right? So if I'm going to be using so you can split it if you want into 4 places. You can do it into 5 places. All you do is divide this by the number of places you want to split it. So let's say I want to split it into 5 places. All I'll just do is come here, 1.23. You have to approximate it. So divide it by 4, meaning I'll be using 0.3 in 4 places. Or 5, meaning I'll be using 0.2 or 0.25 in different places. So, or I could just do one position if I want to. You get. But so at least we all know that it's 0. I have a 1.24. Okay. Now 1.24 is my lot size. It's going to be my lot size. Remember my target 10%. So if the total pips here is 9. Okay, sorry, it's 79. This starts from here, started from here. The total pip here is 74. Guys, I want you to watch what I'm doing now, right? 74. Remember the calculation, right? For you to calculate pips and put it into, Doris, you're not doing your job. 74 pips. For you to put it into money, so you multiply by 10 to put it into points, 740 points. 740 points by 1.23 or 1.24 in lot size. Remember the formula. 0.01 means what? 10 cents for every pip. 0.1 means $1 for every pip. 1 means $10 for every pip. So what is 1.24? That means that means $12.40. Let me make it clear for you. Let me make it clear to you. So when you have 0.01 or 0.02, whatever it is you have in your lot size, multiply by 10. That gives you the value per dollar. That's the value of the pips of whatever it is you are doing in dollar. So which means if you are using 0.01, it means whatever, every pip you take or you lose, every pip you make as profit or you lose, you multiply by 0.1, which is 10 cents, right? So if you are using 0.1 or 0.2, 0.4, 0.5, 0.1 means $1. How? Just multiply by 10. What do you have there? 1. So it means for every pip you lose or you gain, you will multiply by $1. That is what determines how much you are making or you are losing. But if you are using a standard lot, which is like 1, you multiply by 10, that gives you 10, right? That means for every pip you lose or gain, that means you are losing or you are gaining $10. So if I'm using 1.236, that is what? $12 per pips. Now, see this trade idea is 74 pips. So what does that mean? That means you multiply this by 74 pips. That means I'm having $914. Guys, this is 100% of my money. Almost 100%. Do you see what I tell you now? That your target could be 10%, but the opportunity will give you this. Is anybody getting me at all? Doris, are you even there?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yes, coach.
We
Now,
get you,
tell
coach.
me, won't I be the most stupid person and greedy person on earth if I take another trade today after making this in the second trade of the day from Manara? No, just check it. So this is how you do your trading. So you don't need to check all of it. But the moment you hit your target, this is like doubling my account already. Now, some of you will be wondering, how come? I mean, how can a trade just give you almost 100% of my account? Let me tell you the formula. That is why I like Manara. 90% of Manara trades ideas comes with very tight stop loss. Now, the closer your stop loss, right? The closer your stop loss, the tighter it is. The more it gives you opportunity to use bigger lot size based on your account size. Let me give you an instance. Remember the first trade I took with my $1,000, I was only able to use 0.04. Do you know why that is? Because the stop loss is huge, 77 pips. Do you get the point now? 77 pips. So the higher the stop loss, the lower your lot size. The lower your stop loss, the higher your lot size. And you know that the higher your lot size, the more profit you make. The lower your lot size, the less profit you make. So what that means is this. Let me use mathematical language. I was going to say your lot size is directly proportional to what? To your profits. Why your stop loss is inversely proportional. I mean, it's opposite. So the higher the lot size, the lower your lot. The higher the stop loss, the lower your lot size. The higher the stop loss, the lower your lot size. Okay, and the lower your lot size, the lower your profit. But the lower your stop loss, the higher the the higher the lot size, and the higher the lot size, the more money you make in little time. Guys, I hope this is clear. Doris, you asked the question. Is this clear? Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, coach.
Why are you punishing me like this? I have to ask you like 10 million times before you answer one.
No, sorry, I had to turn up, unmute myself.
All right, I'm just joking. It's okay. Yeah. So you know, at this point, I'll have to stop trading. You know, because my target is actually 10%. But I mean, this opportunity was presented and I took it, and I'm here. I mean, let me tell you, even if you take 50% of this opportunity, even if you don't make up to, even you only stop at TP1, you've already hit your target of 10%. So you rest for the day. And I will show you guys, I don't know, I'm going to blow your mind, okay? I'll blow your mind soon with something, okay? If you can really work at this, you'll be stupidly rich. I mean, stupendously. I mean, you can. It takes a lot of discipline, actually. I mean, before the end of one subscription, you would have made so much. If we all can do this, I mean, yeah. Okay, now, so that is how it is. So I don't have to take the whole trade for the day, okay? I don't have to take the whole trade for the day. One trade does it all and all that, yeah. So have I answered your question?
Yes, coach.
All right, good. Any other question? Any other question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome.
My question goes like this. The notification I get from Manara to my Telegram before I enter it
Yes.
my Meta 5, it has already hit the stop, the take profit. I don't know what is the problem.
Okay, no, this is it. I mean, of course, I know it won't take you forever to do that, to enter NT5, right? I mean, you know how to enter it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes some trades are some trades don't happen fast. And if they do, don't worry, you wait for the next one. Sometimes. Now, those kind of trades is where you see, let me show you, let me see if I have something close. I'll show you. I mean, this happens only once in a while. When we call it sniper entry. Sniper entry is the type of trade that it touches the entry and moves straight into profit. Boom. I mean, that's the market for you. They call it the volatility level. There's too much money in the market that it has so much power to move in the direction it's supposed that is going right. So, like, look at this one. I'll use this one for example. I mean, that's why I don't like trading in the markets. And it's sluggish. I enter this trade from here. It's here now for itself. But just that it's been perambulating at this zone and going up and down. Let me look for a trade like that. Okay, look at this one. Let me see, I'm coming. Okay, this is 5 minutes, no wonder. Let me go to 1 hour. Okay. I think I have some here. Okay, let me show you this one. I have this one. You look at something like this. So for me, I had this black line here, and I was waiting for it to come to. So that's come down before. I was waiting for it to come to this entry. Okay. Actually, I was waiting for this entry here. Okay, and this black entry, number 1 entry, and the second entry is there that I was waiting for to enter itself. So what happened? The market moved so fast into this entry, and see what you have here. If you have watched your back office video, you understand this better, but I can explain as well. So what you have here is called the candle. All these things are called candlestick, right? Candle, all these things are candles, okay?
Yeah.
Candle, okay? So now this place is the body of the candle, the thick one. This one is called the shadow or the wick. What does the shadow mean? You only see tiny thing like this when the market goes to touch a particular point, okay? And within 6 of the seconds, it didn't even wait at all there, okay? Just came to touch and rushed back to the position where it came from. So these traces will be left. These traces now, you'll be seeing these traces, this kind of trace. Be left for you to understand. Whoever is coming to trade, you know that this thing has actually come here before. It came here, but it didn't stay at all. It just came and then went down. Now, these are the kind of trade that whereby before you talk about, before you even spell Jack, I mean, it's gone already. It's already at TP. Imagine they tell you, Manara comes in and said, sell gold at 1923 or 1923.4. And before you get to MT5, this thing got here, And they said TP1 is 1921. So by the time you come here, it's already at TP1. That happens only once in a while. Like very rare, once in a while. Most times, you just work out like that. And sometimes also, now look at what happened here now. It came here and rushed down. But afterwards, what happened? It came up again. Sometimes when you get to Manara and you see this kind of thing, okay, sometimes you come back to the entry, you can be able to enter. But for me, I have a rule that I use for myself. Now, this is not a universal rule, and it's not necessary. It's not compulsory, sorry. But it's necessary for me to keep myself in check. Any trade idea that I want to enter, so long that trade has entered TP, even if it comes down to the entry, I don't take it again. It has entered that TP1, also I don't take such trade again. I let it go. So for you, if you see it enter TP, you ignore it and wait for the next setup. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Any other question?
The difficulty I used to have on it usually happen, especially when I go for search. It usually happen, especially when I go to search it through Manara. If I get the signal through Manara as per inside Manara, not the signal that is sent to my Telegram.
Oh, you go to monitor?
Yes.
Okay, when you go to monitor, I've told you guys, you can't do mature or complete. You must always do incomplete. Because look at it. If you go to monitor here, monitor is actually mainly because mature and the complete, the notification would have done that for you. Okay? So,
yes.
So when you come here, always choose incomplete. Yeah, I don't use this tool. I don't use what's it called, complete and mature on this ones, because this ones, see, okay, let me show you for you to know what I'm saying now. Let's check it together. Now, all this idea, okay, that I'll monitor, the moment they get to their entry, it automatically sends the notification. It will be passed to this place. It will pass to this place. And when it's here, it's already at your Telegram. You get the point? Go straight to your Telegram. So why should I be choosing complete there when notification will still send it again? So when you go to that one, the only thing that is good for is what? Is for you to take trades that are incomplete. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
It prepares you, so you'll be able to prepare yourself, to calculate your stop loss and take your time to take in the trade. So like now, look at it. Right now, TPJPY. Okay, your notification. Look at monitor now. Monitor is telling me now that EuroJPY is coming up. So what do I do? I click on EuroJPY. Now EuroJPY is meant to be a sell, but you see it's still far away from the entry. Still there. Look at where it is now. So we expect it to come to D, the D letter D area. Okay. Now I have enough time to set my stop loss, to set my this and that and that. And when it comes there, it activates, and that's it. Why did I choose this one? So you get my point. So this is how it works. Okay. Can you imagine? I mistakenly switched on all this nonsense. I don't think that. All right. So any other question? Okay, guys, let's see what happened today. Why? I mean, if you have a question, you can still ask me. Okay. Every day I like to do a review, and I want you to see why I do this one is it gives you confidence. Okay. Now today there are losses, there are wins, but we have to calculate as usual, right? Right. Now, first of all, I'd like to ask you: is there anybody here who can boldly say that you have the same setup as mine? Because in the videos I've shown you this setup that I have here, and all these preferences. Anyone?
Yes, me, I do.
Okay, who else? You have the same setup as mine.
Me also.
Okay. Now, so I'm only two people. Okay.
I removed the M30 from mine.
Okay, it's okay. Good. That's a good one. Yeah. So you have lesser trade ideas, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else? I mean, if you're watching the videos, if you're following what I'm teaching, if you have the same setup for now as mine, Anytime you now become a guru and then you think you feel you want to have more, I mean, maybe you have your own strategy or things, you can add more to it. But as for now, as a new person, the best way to grow is to copy from the beginning. So they call it copycat. I don't know if you have seen that book. It's one of the most beautiful business books that I've ever read. Copycat 101. How to become successful. You know? I mean, just duplicate whatever it is that is on ground, that is working. Use it. Now, I'd like all of you to have the same setup as mine. If not, if I'm showing you that I have this trade wins, and I'm analyzing and reviewing, I mean, it will be different for whatever it is you be having. So, videos, I have the videos there. So many videos. Okay, but check the recent ones where I made updates on my settings and all that. And please, always see all that and use them. Quickly, let's do a review of today's trade ideas based on the setups. Okay, like we've done already, we've seen already. So how do we do this? Why do we do this? We do this so you all can see whether to trust Manara or not. Doris. All right. So
I'll give you my
Manara,
ATM card 2014. Because if you go there, you pay with card since you don't have card.
We are hearing all that.
My name do not show.
Doris. Is Doris even there?
Coach, why can't you?
I'm trying to unmute them, but I don't know why I cannot.
No. Don't unmute them. You mute them.
Yes, I'm trying to mute them.
Okay.
Actually.
And you cannot?
I've done that now. I've done that.
You give all our ATM details and stuff like that. I mean, guys, please always remember to check. So all right. Quickly, let's go back to this because the time is fast spent. I hope we can have enough time to do all of this. I wanted to show you the okay, let me show you something. I want to show you guys something. Which one should I go for first? Let's do the review. Don't worry. Take the time. Let's do the review first of all. So today, this trade was sent. Gold was the first one I was sent today. Right? Now, assuming you took this trade, you would have had 106 pips in profit. Okay. Now it went up and it's coming back again. Okay. So which is the second time? I mean, it went up back to the entry and a little bit further this time around. Twice. So meaning, imagine this happened twice, right? So it's coming back again. 70 pips now. The first time it gave 106 pips, as we all see. As we all can see this. Okay, sorry, 114 pips. No, not up to 114 pips. 112 pips. The first time. Second time I was giving 70 pips. I mean, imagine someone is taking this twice, which would not be me. I don't do that. I don't run the same market twice. I mean, if you're a robber, you don't go to the same place twice. Because they'll be waiting for you the next time. They already know your stuff. So I take the money once and I don't go back there. That's my bye-bye. All right. So now, so the first one is 100 and let's just say, okay, or even if it so 112. Okay, so I won't count this one this is another profit, but I won't count it in order to be fair. So that's the first trade for the day. I mean, it's still going, could be more, still counting dead waves. So it's like a running trade, it's still running. Do you get my point, right? So I hope you all noticed 106, right? The next one, GBP, check JPY. Check JPY, it was also a win. And this one already done, successful. So from the D point down to this, to TP2, sorry, I don't have to go the way. I mean, we give a lot of money, we gave more than that, but let's just stick to TP1 and TP2. Okay, assuming we are in the trade, this is what we'll put in 77. If you add that to 112, what do we have? That is 189, right? 189 pips. Okay, now guys, there's a lot of I think we had plenty losses today. So let's look at it. So remember 189 pips, right? 189. Don't forget that. Euro GBP, how did it do? Okay. I mean, the truth is, if let me see. Okay, If so, this didn't go away. I mean, it's stop loss. But we have 189 on ground. 189 is on ground, right? So, but I want to check something for us before we move that far. So, if we are, it's not even much, 8.7 pips. So, we count this one as a loss, okay? Because it came to its stop loss. But do you know how many pips? 4.8 pips. Who is recording that? My co-host, are you doing that? Or someone else is doing it? Guys, I hope you guys are taking it because I'll need these figures later on. Is anyone taking note of this? So the first loss of the day, Euro GBP, 4.8 pips. The wins that we've had so far, 189 pips. Hope you are taking notes. Are we taking notes? Is anyone taking note at all?
I will be taking it.
Okay, so we have 189 and we have for win and we have 4.8 for loss, for a loss. Okay, so after Euro GBP, UHF came and that one, I guess, was a loss. Is it? Oh, sorry, still running. Still running. Sorry, it's not a loss. Still running. Oh, it wasn't even a loss. I took it now and I made profit. But I even closed it with good profit. Forgot that I sent it to you. Just that I had 2 entries, but only 1 entry activated. It didn't get to the, by the time I took it, it didn't get to the first entry. But so let's check. Well, it didn't get to TP1 before coming backward again. I mean, imagine that was 17. So this will not be counted because it's still running. Still running. Look at it, it's still running. It's neither a stop loss nor loss. It's in profit for whoever is in it, but still running. Not enough profit. Not enough to have closed it. Except you're using that kind of lot size. 0.5. And that will be based on your account size, right? Okay, so UHF is nil. Do we agree? Do we all agree?
Yes, coach.
Yes.
Agree to that? Do you all agree? Are we in agreement?
Yes, coach.
Okay. All right. I just want to. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. But it's
All right, good. All right, good. Yeah, a call came in. I don't know why. All right, so let's look at the next one. So we have 4.8 pips still as a loss and 189 as a win. Hopefully, this one will be USD JPY is still running as well, but this one gave good profit actually. Still, you know, it didn't get to TP1, it reversed and all that, but as I already know, I took the profit when I saw it. Like I told you, I always check how much I target for a day, and when I see good one, I'll just take it. I've learned my lessons. You know, when you see big profits, 49 pips. I mean, who will not take 49 pips? At least based on what I explained to you guys today. I said, when you get 30 pips, what do you do? Secure your capital. When you get 40 pips, what do you do? Secure your profits. I mean, so, but then it's still running, right? 49 pips so far. Went back to entry and is now at 15 pips. You know, so it is what it is. All right. So let's say at that 49 pips, we secure 20 pips out of it. Something. I mean, because we need to have a figure for this one because it's not a loss. It was in profit. So I don't know. So if we give it 20 pips, let's give it 20 pips out of the 49 pips. Assuming we use the method I gave you, which is secure 20 pips. Secure 10 pips when it's 20 pips. About 49, that's like 50. So you secure 20 pips. Yeah. When it's at 40, you secure 10 pips. When it's at 50, you secure 20 pips. So as it's reversed now, you see why I told you to be securing. Did you see what I told you guys? Can you see what happened now? You got 50 pips in profit and reverse back to the entry. So imagine you have done what I told you to do. I mean, you have moved your stop loss to this place. What happens? Close you out with 20 pips profit. So you are safe already. So add 20 to 189. Add 20 to 189.
Okay, coach.
Add 20 to 189.
I've done that.
Okay, good. So now next we have the NZD USD. That one was a loss. Was a serious. Okay. Actually, yeah, it is. It gives some profit. Then later came to loss, but so we count it as a loss. We just need something definite. Either you give us a loss or you give us profit. So this is a loss. Let's give it. How much is the loss now? 9.8 pips. At least you guys will see what I love about 9.8 pips. So that's, let's say, approximately 10 pips. Let's say 10 pips, okay? 10 pips for 4.8. Now that is the 14.8. And then 189 plus 20. Already you're doing it anyway. Since you are doing it, so let me delegate that. Then after that, we are the USD chef. Though me, I wouldn't have taken this because it was late. It came in after that time, but let's just add all the trade ideas, right? So the USD chef came to this, like I told you, it's a new trade idea. It came as at the time we're about starting this session. So he's still at the entry area dancing, though he's already moving in profit. So won't count this one because it's still running. It's neither here nor there. This one came just 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago. Also, as we're doing this, and it's already in profit, as you can see, right? It's already in profit, but I won't count it as well because, I mean, the profit cannot be that much. Let me see. Don't let me underrate it, but let me just, at least thank God it's not in loss, but it's a profit. This is the last trade for me for the day. This is the last trade Manara sent to me. 24 pips, can you imagine? That's a lot. That's something. Okay? 24 pips so far. So right now, imagine this is at the trades for the night. I will say, guys, let's close this trade. So add 24 pips to the to 189 plus 20 plus 24. Have you done that?
That's good.
And then the losses we had today put together is 4.8 and 10 pips.
10.
That is okay.
14.8.
That is total of what? 14.8. And the winning is what?
14.8.
And the winning pips
The winning
is
is 233.
233 minus 14.8. 218 pips. Assuming you are using 0.04 multiplied by 10, you would have made it $7.28 despite all the losses. At least you still be in profit of this. And who can use 0.04? Guess what? Guess who? Guess who can use 0.04? $100 can use 0.04. $100 can use 0.04. Can use 0.01 in 4 places. So meaning if you had today, look, if you had started with $100 and you trust Manara, you take all the trades, at least you take all the trades. And then, you know, like I told you, the opportunity presented itself, which one was that? That's Chef JPY. I gave TP1 and TP2. Even when you are targeting 10% of your $100, but you are in the trade already, and the thing gave you all these pips. Gold too gave you about 100 pips or plus. I mean, you should be having almost 100% of your money. Like I had almost 100% of my $1,000, right? So I want to ask you this question, honestly. I mean, anybody answer me this question if I'm wrong. Since the day I've been doing review for Manara daily trades, is there any day that you see that Manara ended up in loss? I mean, all since I've been doing this review, have you ever seen any day that Manara ended in loss? Anyone? Please tell me.
No, coach.
No.
Good. So what is that saying to you? That means you should trust Manara. Even when the only thing is make sure you are using your risk, your normal percentage. So when you lose, you know that you're going to win at least at the end of the day. Your job is to keep on taking the trades until you hit your target. Okay? Now, when it comes to target, guys, there's another way to safeguard yourself. So this is what I do. Let me teach you something now. So when it comes to your target, let's say you have $100 and your target is to make 5 to 10%. Also, you should have a target for your loss. That the moment my loss get to 5%, which is 0.5, okay? Or the moment my loss is now up to you, like, okay, how much can you afford to lose from your $100 for the whole day? can say the moment it gets to 10%, which is what? 0.1. Some can say even $20. Let me sacrifice $20. So do you know what that means? That means if you have the first loss, so long your loss is not up to $10, you keep on trading. Because the next trade could give you the profit plus the former loss. There's a man here today, I've been talking to him about, so he came in, so this man was on the group today. So he came in, he funded his account with $100. So he didn't know because he was new. So I think he didn't get the instruction. So he was entering trades even after they have gone very far. So he lost the $100 from 100 to 84. So $80. That's $20. And I asked him, I said, how do you feel about this $20? Does it make you feel bad? He said, no. I said, okay, so which means how much more can you lose for you to go on to? For that you will not feel bad. He said, I can still afford to spare $10 to make it 30. So guess what? Now the man ended up with $98, which means the next trade he took gave him more money to get to about $98. So he only ended up losing $2. And the reason why it's just $98, it could have been more. He didn't see this other trade idea when they came. He was out. According to him, he went to play football. He plays football every week. If he was around, he would have made that money back with extra today. But at least, imagine somebody went to $80 in the morning and came back to $98 at the end of the day. He was so motivated. This is what to tell you that Manara is actually big. It's just God sent. You guys need to milk it. Use it to develop your account. Remember, you have paid subscription. At least make money. Make enough money to pay your subscription for the next 1 year. You get what I'm saying, guys? Now, there's something I want to explain to you. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll do another review tomorrow as Friday. I'll do that tomorrow. That will blow your mind, actually. It will blow your mind. Okay, so any more question? At least I can welcome 2 questions maximum, and then we'll call it a night. Any question again? Any area of confusion? Yes, please.
Coach,
Yes,
sorry,
please.
I noticed that when trading US oil, the price, because what you will see in Manara is Western Textile, that WTICO.
Yes.
But what you see in MT4 is US.
Is US oil.
US oil.
Yes.
I noticed that the price range in WT, the one that Manara gives us, it's not the same thing that we be seeing in US oil.
Okay.
So the price,
is
for instance, you'll be seeing $80 in Manara, whereas in
like $5
US oil
away.
you'll be seeing $5 away.
Yes, you're right about that. Even me, I noticed that. Yeah, because MT4.
Yes.
You see that this is US oil, right?
Yes.
When I give WTI,
yes,
that's Western, which is another name for US oil. But I think
okay.
it's the exchange. I don't know, because look at this one. US oil on this one. Look at this one now. It's not Rwanda. Do you get?
Okay. Okay.
Another one is Rwanda. This one is not
Yes.
Rwanda. Let me take it back. Let me take it back and show you now. Let's just look. What is it? Okay, this is the C. You see that is WTI. Can you see WTI? Under it, that's another name for it. Look at it here. WTI.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So but this one is not Rwanda. This one you see here is not Rwanda.
Okay.
Other one is Rwanda. So because of the exchange, and the reason why we use Rwanda, because it has the most accurate prices. You get? So Manara is right. It's just that the trading view that is not. And then this, and also the MetaTrader, what's it called? Yeah, I think they use this one, not Rwanda. So that's why. And this one is FX.
Okay, so we should change it to, we should be using this. The MT4.
On the MT4, you only have one option. So you don't have option for you to take different.
Okay.
So if you are taking yours, or just take it like that. At least, but probably you get profits and then you're out of the trade.
Okay.
But US oil, be careful. You need to have at least $500 and above. And you are using small because time. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Any other person? Any last question? Last one. going, and done. All right, guys, good night. Have a lovely night.
Thank you, Coach.
Before you go, please, guys, try
Okay.
this. Pay attention to your Manara. Notification will start coming. Make sure, at least try it for a day and see what happens. Try it for a day and see what happens, guys. All right. See you on the
Okay,
side.
Coach.
Bye. Good night.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Thank you, coach.